it's me, Hannah, and I'm back with another read-along video called The Wizard of Oz. And I'm about to read you the 8th chapter of The Wizard of Oz, so feel free to read along with me. It will make me very happy if you do. Chapter 8, The Deadly Poppy Field. They woke up the next morning feeling refreshed and full of hope. Behind them was the dark forest they had passed safely through, and before them was a lovely sunny country. The raft was finally ready. Dorothy sat down in the middle of the raft and held Toto in her arms. When the Cowardly Lion stepped upon the raft, it tipped dangerously. For he was big and heavy. But the Scarecrow and the Tin Woodman stood upon the other end to steady it, and they had long poles in their hands to push the raft through the water. When they reached the middle of the river, the swift current swept the raft downstream, farther and farther away from the yellow brick road. Those bricks. The water grew so deep that the long poles would not touch the bottom. "This is bad," said the Tin Woodman. If we cannot get to the land, we shall be carried into the country of the Wicked Witch of the West, and she will enchant us and make us her slaves. We must certainly get to the Emerald City if we can," the Scarecrow continued, and he pushed so hard on his long pole that it stuck fast in the mud at the bottom of the river. Then before he could pull out again or let go, the raft had swept away, and the poor Scarecrow was left clinging on the pole. Clinging to the pole in the middle of the river down the stream. The raft floated, and the poor Scarecrow was left far behind. Then the Lion said, "Something must be done to save us. I think I can swim to the shore and pull the raft after me, if you will, only fast to the tip of my tail." He sprang into the water and began to swim with all his might toward the shore. They were all tired out when they reached the shore. They also knew that the stream had carried them a long way past the road of yellow bricks that lead to the Emerald City. We must get back to the road in some way," said Dorothy. "The best plan will be to walk along the riverbank until we come to the road again," remarked the Lion. As they all walked along, they walked along as fast as they could. After a time, the Tin Man cried out, "Look out!" The Tin Man cried out, "Look!" Then they all looked at the river and saw the Scarecrow perched upon his pole in the middle of the water, looking very lonely, and said, "What can we do to save him?" asked Dorothy. No one had an answer to this question. A stork flew by, and upon seeing her, Dorothy asked the stork to help save the Scarecrow. to the big bird. So the big bird flew into the air and over the water till she came to where the Scarecrow was perched on, and was perched upon his pole. Then the stork, with her great claws, grabbed the Scarecrow by the arms and carried him up to the air and back to the bank where Dorothy, the lion, and the Tin Woman and Toto were sitting. When the Scarecrow found himself among his friends again, he was so happy that he hugged them all. Soon they found themselves in the midst of a great meadow of scarlet poppies. Now it is well known that when there are many of these flowers together, their smell is so powerful that anyone who breathes it falls asleep if the sleeper is not carried away from the scents of the flowers. He sleeps on and on forever. He sleeps on and on forever. But Dorothy did not know. This, and soon her eyes grew heavy, and she felt she must sit down to rest and to sleep. But the Tin Woodman would not let her do this, so they kept walking until Dorothy could stand no longer. Her eyes closed in spite of herself, and she forgot where she was. And she forgot where she was, and fell among the poppies fast asleep. Toto, too, had fallen down beside his little mistress, but the Scarecrow and the Tin Woman, not being made of flesh, were not troubled by the scent of the flowers. "Run fast!" said the Scarecrow to the lion, "and get out of this deadly flower bed as soon as you can. We will bring Dorothy with us, but if you fall asleep, we will bring Dorothy with us. But if you should fall asleep, you're too big to carry." So the lion ran forward as fast as he could. Going in a moment, he was out of sight. The Scarecrow and the Tin Woodman picked up Toto and put him in Dorothy's lap, and then they made a chair with their hands for the seat, and their arms for the side, and carried the sleeping girl and dog between them through the flowers. They followed the bent of the river, and at last came upon their friend, the lion, lying fast asleep among the poppies. A short distance from the end of the poppy bed, where the sweet grass spread in beautiful green fields before them. "We can do nothing for him," said the Tin Woodman sadly, "for he is too heavy to lift. We must leave him here to sleep on forever. Perhaps he will dream that he has found courage at last." They carried Dorothy to a pretty spot beside the river, far enough from the poppy field to prevent her from breathing any more of the poison of the flowers, and waited for the fresh breeze to awaken her. What do you think will happen next? Well, we'll find out soon in the 9th chapter of the Wizard of Oz. And also sorry for my poorly stopping my poorly, and also sorry for almost stop reading to you guys. I thought I could continue on forever. I might actually finish this book. So thank you for reading, everyone, and I'll read you all the 9th chapter tomorrow.